There we go. Sorry, I was muted, guys. Welcome to today's 15-minute circle band workout. Everything we're doing today, we're going to be on our feet, so you don't need a mat, just a circle band. Yeah, and you can switch from lower to higher as we go. We'll do a short warm up, 10 moves, about 40 seconds each, 20 seconds rest, and then a short stretch at the end. So let's go ahead and get started here. We're going to begin with marching our feet here as we first get started. Just regular marching, bringing those feet up. All of our moves today are lower body strength moves. So we want to make for sure we get our lower body good and warmed up for what we are about to do. 3, 2, 1. Good. Now I want you to bring your arms up and take a knee to an elbow. As you bring those knees up, still going to warm up the lower body, but it's going to get our heart rate a little bit higher because we're doing full body moves here, getting our upper body, our core, and the lower body all involved in on this warm up. Couple more. 3, 2, and 1. Good. I'm going to turn to the side so I don't hit my wall. But now we're going to kick, put that leg up, kick your heel up to your butt. I always like to open up my arms as I go, stretches that chest out, which not that we're doing any chest today, but it's always a good thing to stretch and open up muscle groups and get a fuller range of motion. Good. Take your legs a little bit wide, put your hands out to a T, opposite hand to an opposite toe. When you're down here in this position, you should feel that stretch on the back of the hamstrings. And then the muscles that are bringing you up, your glutes are going to drive you up. Your legs are going to drive you up. So you feel that stretch through the hamstrings. And we're engaging our leg muscles to bring us back up. One more on each side. Very good. Okay, last thing, you can either jump out jumping jacks, or you can take one foot out at a time. And then we'll get started. Very good. 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. All right, you're going to need your circle bands. I have 3 different ones here. I like to start in the middle, and then I can adjust as needed. Okay, so the first thing, we're going to put our circle band around our ankles. That's the first one. We're going to do how this is going to work. We're going to squat down, stand up, raise the right knee. Squat down, not raise the right knee, raise the right leg. Same thing, squat, raise the right, squat, raise the right. 45 seconds, let's begin. When you are doing these, I want you to think about your leg doing the work to raise and lower that leg. Don't point your toe out. Keep your toe facing the same way as your other toe, or halfway through. So toes stay in line with each other. Leg muscles are driving that movement both on the going in and on the coming out. We're not just plopping it back together, but it's intentional movement. 3, 2, 1. Good. We're going to do the other side. Same exact thing. Squat, raise the left leg. Ready? And let's begin. Think about your form here. Staying upright the whole time. We don't want to lean over. I'm over exaggerating here to get that leg up, but you're stabilizing. The one leg that's down, the leg that's coming out is driving that movement. We got about 15 seconds left. We're doing great. Almost there. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Moving on, you're going to keep that circle band around your ankles. Move a little bit to the side. You're going to go down into a squat, and you're going to step. You're going to stay in that squat the full time. However much space you have, do that many steps. I have about 3 steps worth, so I'll go 3 to the right, 3 to the left. You can do 4, 5, 2, whatever works. 40 seconds, ready. Let's begin. But we want to stay down in that squat the whole time, staying low, making those quads burn. Quads and glutes are feeling it. We're hitting them all hard today. Halfway through. But that's good. It's 15 minutes. It's quick. So we're going to get bang for our buck. Make this time worth it from a muscular perspective. 3, 2, 1. Very good. All right, next one, you're going to move your circle band up to just above your knees. We're going to do a stationary lunge. So you're going to get into lunge position. So I'm going to set my right foot out. Toes are pointing forward. My feet are going to stay in the same spot the whole time. So I'm going to go down to a lunge, come back up, down to a lunge, come back up. If you want to advance it, you can pulse it down here, modify it, just have longer rests in between your lunges. 40 seconds. Let's begin. When you get started, you can adjust that band as needed to find a comfortable spot on your legs and adjust your feet too. Because when we go down into these lunges, we want to go down into the lunge. We're not lunging forward. We're halfway through. For those of you counting, we're not lunging forward, we're lunging down, and we want 90-degree angles from the top part of our leg to the bottom part of our leg. So when we're down here, you can see me when we're down. I don't want to be close in and have my knees past. I don't want to be so far out either. And stop. Good. Hopefully the commentary makes the time go by faster. We're going to switch sides. And I'll keep talking about form here. 40 seconds. Ready. Let's begin. So when you come down, you want 90 degrees from that quad down to the calf. Okay. Keep going on our opposite side. We're halfway through. Three, 2, and 1. Good. All right. Next up, you're going to keep that circle band right there above your knees. You're going to stand. If you want to hang on to something, you can, because you are going to be going onto one foot. So you're going to raise up the right knee, hold for a second, and lower. You're going to raise it up until you get a 90 degrees. It's hard for me to hold. Your top of your leg is going to be parallel with the ground. Okay. 40 seconds. Let's begin. Hold for a second. Slowly lower. With all of these band moves, we want the release to be slow and controlled, because you have tension as you stretch that band, but you also have tension as you come back together halfway through. So the return to the starting position should still be a slow one, because then you're working your muscles as you come up and as you release. We're almost there. 3, 2, and 1. Good. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. Whew, hopefully your heart rate is up with mine and you're also a little bit out of breath. 40 seconds. Let's begin. Because your lower body muscles are they're the largest muscles in your body. Even when you do strength lower body, it gets your heart rate up, because that anaerobic exercise can turn into aerobic. So that's a good thing. We're halfway through. Remember to try to get that leg 90 degrees, parallel with the ground. Hold for a second. Slow rising up, slow release back to starting position. Going through it all. 3, 2, 1. Very good, guys. All right. You have two options really where you want to put your band. Just depending on where you want the tension at, you can leave it here above your knees, or you can move it down to your ankles. We're going to go down. We're going to step, squat, step together, step, squat, step together, step, squat. So either way, feet or ankles, that's the same. Ankles or knees, your choice. 40 seconds. Let's begin. As we are moving through our squats, it's important to, when you step, put your weight on your heels before you go back into that squat. You don't want your weight to be on your toes halfway through. But when we're stepping, usually you step with your toes first. So making sure you rock that weight back onto your heels before you squat down. Almost there. 3, 2, and 1. Good. We have 2 left. Second to last one, you have 2 options. I'm going to move my circle band down to my ankles here. We're going to do jumping jack. So if you want to do it with the circle band, you're going to put it around your ankles. You can also just do jumping jacks without the circle band. It doesn't matter. You can jump them out or you can step them, your choice. 40 seconds. Let's begin. You're going to get that tension here as you step that foot out or as you jump them out with the jumping jacks. Just an extra level to jumping jacks when they're already fun. You can just make them a little bit more fun. We're halfway through. Ten seconds left. 3, 2, 1. Good. Last final move. Then we're going to cool down. It's very similar. We did our walking squat side to side. We're just going to do a side shuffle, which basically it's the same type of thing. You're just going to be moving faster through it. Again, you're going to have the circle band around your ankles or above your knees, whichever feels more comfortable for you is just fine. We're going to come down here in a squat and you're just going to go faster between these like so. Okay, last 40 seconds. Let's go. If the jumpingness of this doesn't feel good for you or doesn't work, then just go back to those walking squats like what we were doing before. Similar moves. One's a little bit more strength. One's a little bit more cardio. Sorry, as I move, the light is changing on here, so I'm sorry if I'm going into the shadows. 10 seconds left. 3, 2, and 1. Woohoo, guys. We did it. 10 moves. Let's stretch out those legs a little bit. I'm going to grab onto the wall, grab a foot behind me, pull my heel into my butt, keep my knees in together. Not going to wing it out or anything. Ooh, take some deep breaths. Bring that heart rate down. Wind is definitely up. And let's switch. You should be patting yourself on the back because you just took 15 minutes out of your day to get some movement, which is 15 minutes of movement that you probably would not have had otherwise. Physically is good for you. Mentally is good for you. Emotionally is good for you. Productivity-wise is good for you. All good things. It's really good for you. So kudos to you for taking the time out of your day to do that. You're going to go down into a deep frog squat here for our last stretch. You can hold it or you can go side to side a little bit. Remember to keep breathing and taking those deep breaths. through it. Okay, keep your feet down, put your hands on the ground. Straighten those legs, reach down towards the ground or towards your ankles or towards your knees, wherever you reach at. Need your hamstrings, a nice stretch. We'll walk it over to one side, whether that's to your toes or your knees. Whatever you're reaching for, going to the one side will give you a more predominant hamstring stretch on that side. Walk your fingers over to the other side. Awesome. All right, guys. Thanks for joining me, and we'll see you next time.